How's it going, bros and hoes? My name's Dr. Gamer, and today I'm bringing you a video on the creepiest thing that's ever happened to me. Now, this is kind of something that happened to me when I was a bit younger, maybe 1 or 2 years ago, and it still creeps me out now. And you know, it started off, really. I had a nightmare. I used to get nightmares, like, well, night terrors really, all the time. Give me a minute, guys. I used to get them all the time when I was younger. And you know, I used to always wake up pointing at the corner of my room, and you know, it would really scare me. And I still used to do that, like, even when I was like 10 and stuff. And this all started when I was like 3. That's pretty much what happened. Was I used to do that, and then one night I woke up, and now that way when you've had a nightmare, you kind of feel paralysed sometimes. Well, I had that feeling that I was paralysed, and like, I could see a figure in the corner of my door, and the person looked about maybe 4'11" or so. I'm not actually entirely sure, but it was just standing there, and I wanted to scream for like my mum or something, but I couldn't do anything. I couldn't talk, I couldn't move. Eventually I managed to get my phone, and my phone was out of charge, so I couldn't even phone my mum. Even though she's in like the next room, I still couldn't phone her or like text her or something. I was that scared. And then I can't really remember what happened in the nightmare, but I was absolutely terrified when I did end up shouting on my mum, and I was absolutely terrified. And you know, and then the next part's even a bit scarier. I used to have these weird dreams. This was about 2 years ago, well, a year and a half, 2 years ago. And I used to have these dreams about every time I had this nightmare, even that there was this woman. Not wait a minute, I'm going back on the last dream. What happened was, everywhere I went, there's either a murder or a suicide or like a mass murder, and you know, tons of people were killed like there and stuff like that, and it was really scary. And I used to always wake up like crying and stuff. And then eventually there was one where I was playing like Red Dead Redemption that night, and I've ordered the wrong plane. I was playing Red Dead Redemption that night, and I went to bed, and then I had this dream where I was on like a train. Now you see the train, like the steam engine train, I think it is, that comes, and then what happened was, these like kind of bandits came on the train and started killing people, and then they were going to kill me unless I hid the bodies or something. And now this sounds really messed up right now, and eventually the police caught me or something, like the sheriff, and I woke up screaming, pointing at the door in my aunt's house, because my dad's house was getting like done up, and I was getting a new bed, so that kind of wasn't in for that night. So I would just stare at my aunt's and stuff, and I was pointing at the door, screaming, "She's coming to get me, she's gonna kill me." And I was terrified. I spent like literally an hour and a half, 2 hours looking at the door, scared to go back to sleep. Now this scared me so much, it still creeps me out right now. Right now I keep looking behind me, because I keep thinking that there's something there. And it's actually really scary. So that's pretty much the creepiest thing that's ever happened to me. And there was more of those dreams, like, well, nightmares even, that happened, and just like that one, but I didn't wake up screaming at like my door, but I woke up screaming, pointing in the corner, and and I used to always get nightmares like that when I was younger and stuff. And even as I said, to this day, I still get really creeped out. And but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment saying what's the creepiest thing that's ever happened to you, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.